Hey, what's up guys, it's Disturbed. Today I'm going to be looking at all of the vendors because the weekly restock just went live. It's 5:01 p.m. Every week it goes live at 5. Now, if you didn't see the video that I made yesterday, basically I'm going to be doing this similar to how I did at 1.3, but it's going to be a little bit different. Basically, I'm not going to show every single vendor because if I were to do that, it would take absolutely forever. It would probably take over 40 minutes, possibly even an hour. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to go to, or I'm gonna go to every single vendor, but I'm only going to show you guys the vendors that I think are worth showing you that actually have good stuff for selling, and it'll be like this in the future. So if you aren't subscribed already, please make sure to do so that you will see this because every single week, because I usually upload it before anybody else does, and I'm pretty consistent with it. So if you need somebody to fill you in on that every single week, I'm your guy. But anyways, let's get started. Alright, so at the advanced weaponry vendor, by the way, the first two guys in the base, they didn't really have anything worth showing, so I just decided not to show them. But this guy has some okay stuff. He has his LVOAC, another LVOA. It has prepared and competent. Prepared has got a buff in 1.3, so it is decent. It's not the greatest, but we're off meticulous, and it's a pretty okay LVOAC. Definitely not as good as last week's, but it's still pretty nice. And then this is an okay Super 90 if you're going to be soloing NPCs or PvE. You get the extra damage, and then Predatory is really nice to keep yourself healed up. And then we have a, no, this is a pretty bad M44. And then there's just an M60, just thought I might as well show you. It has brutal, capable, meticulous, it's okay. And then there's a suppressor with crit chance and headshot damage. I wouldn't recommend getting this. I'd say probably go for something that has either headshot damage or crit damage in the top slot. And then there's a grip with crit damage and reload speed if you don't already have one. Alright, now we're going to take a look at the special equipment vendor. This guy sells stuff for Phoenix credits, but he does have a lot of stuff. He has the Liberator, Valkyria, Historian like always, and then he has this Vector that is okay. It has Brutal and Adept, Roll Off Fierce. It's okay. It's not the best in the world because Brutal isn't that great anymore, and Adept is only okay, but it's still not terrible. SA-58, nothing good, nothing good. This is a pretty decent MK-17. Prepared and Brutal is really good with a sniper, and headshot damage isn't too bad. Dominant, I'd probably reroll this off for Competent or Feature, something else like that, but MK-17s aren't the best in the world, but if you don't have a good sniper, I'd definitely say to pick this up, though it does cost 1,000 Phoenix credits, so I don't know, it's up to you. And then there's an M60 again that has capable and brutal, probably not worth it to pick up for the Phoenix credits. And then there's just some other stuff like a decent refreshed mask if you don't already have one, some tactician gear, final measure, rapid chest piece, it's not very good, striker chest piece, sentry chest piece, it's okay, reclaimer chest piece is meh, specialized backpack, it's a pretty damn good roll. Alpha Ridge backpack doesn't have armor, so probably not that great. Random knee pads that nobody cares about. Nomad knee pads, pretty damn decent actually. Hunter's Faith knee pads, pretty good as well. Firecrest knee pads that aren't too bad. Brother's Mark holster, that's pretty nice. I know JG Creative will like that. Banshee Shadow holster, it's okay. And then we got some Cunning gloves, terrible. Lone Star gloves, terrible. Deadeye gloves, terrible. And then just some crappy performance mod. And then a suppressor with crit damage, optimal range accuracy, not too great. And then a red dot sight with headshot, crit chance, and crit damage, probably one of the worst scopes as well. So nothing too great, but just in case any of you guys need any of that stuff there. Now just looking at the special blueprints vendor, this guy's blueprints does switch out like every week, so I just thought I'd go over this as well. He has an L86 blueprints, it's a 229, so anybody that loves to run like Lone Star or Banshee or Hunter's Faith or something and likes to use an L86, I would recommend picking this up. You could just re-roll as many times as you want, try to get a really good one. And then we got a Scar 8 blueprint as well. This could be pretty good, I guess. I prefer SVDs, but you know, it is what it is. Stamina knee pads, nobody cares. And then we got a firearms vest, so you could try to get a Gobble Reckless chest or Rapid chest or something like that, so that's pretty cool. A quick release mag, nothing special. A suppressor blueprint, which I actually, I might end up buying this, I'm not sure. Or actually, yeah, no, I wouldn't buy this because you can't get 3 stats on it because it has accuracy on it. So you couldn't get headshot damage, crit chance, and crit damage on it. You can only get 2 of those, so I wouldn't recommend buying that. Then we have a stamina mod, gear mod blueprint. So if you need some stamina mods with armor, I'd definitely say to pick this up. An MP5 ST blueprint. Oh, the base damage on it's terrible, but I love MP5s. I might buy that just for Alpha Bridge crafting. And then another L86. And then electronics backpack and firearms knee pads. So some pretty decent stuff. I'd say just get this if you don't already have a stamina mod with armor on it. And then this or something. And then, you know, maybe these. So not too bad. Alright, at the first safe house I'm checking in Autumn's Hope, we have a rapid chest piece that's pretty damn decent. I'd probably roll off health on kill for armor there. Pretty nice roll. And then we got a performance mod with first aid self heal. So if you don't already have some of these, I'd definitely say to pick this up. I'll probably buy myself some if I need them in the future. First aid self heal is really good. I know it's only in purple, so you're losing out on like 1 to 2% self heal, but it's still really nice if you don't already have one, and then this is pretty bad. There's nothing good at this safe house. I'm just putting it in because it made me salty. I saw an MP5 ST, which is like the only gun I'm trying to get right now, and I like immediately freaked out. And then the base damage on it is really good, and the crit damage on it is really good, and then it's just a terrible roll. But it's so good. Oh, they're doing like voice chat in my Discord. I'm gonna turn that off. Yeah, but that's just unfortunate. Alright, finally, there's something decent that might be worth buying. I've gone to a lot of the safe houses and there just hasn't really been anything. Just bad luck this week, but there's this M44 that's good for one-shotting plebs if you don't already have one. It's not classic, so it's not going to do a lot of base damage, but it has Provident in the last slot. Unforgiving is okay. You could roll off Dominant and get Brutal, and the headshot damage is pretty good, so if you like to run around and one-shot people with that Hunter's Faith Sentry build in PvP, this will do the job, possibly. I think a classic one would still be better, but you know, it's not terrible. And then there's a suppressor that has crit chance, headshot, and headshot, or crit chance, headshot, and crit damage, I mean. So it's okay. I probably wouldn't buy this because I like to have crit damage in the main slot, but it's still decent if you don't already have a good one. Alright, we're in Southpaw. There's something that's okay. I wanted this, but I wanted it to be firearms, not electronics. But hey, it still has armor. So if nobody has one of these, if they need armor mods, which I definitely recommend, you probably need these to retain any amount of toughness. You can buy these. I need to buy one because I suck and I don't have another one, but hey, this is at least decent. I'm kind of happy about this. I was hoping it was firearms or stamina because I really need one of those, but you know, it'll do. Praise RNGesus at Checkpoint West 42nd Street. Yes, I'm on to checkpoints now. Firearms mod, 209 firearms, 263. Let's just all take a moment and bow down to the wonderful RNGesus. Bless thy name. And then we have a shitty suppressor. But a firearms mod with armor. Everybody write that down in your notebooks. I need to go get some DZ funds desperately. This isn't great, but I thought I'd leave it in. West 31st Street, we have Savage Gloves that are okay. For PvE, they're good because they have damage to elites and crit damage. You could roll off health on kill for crit chance, and this would be pretty perfect. But in PvP, I'd probably re-roll off damage to elites and get crit chance. And then the 4% health on kill isn't really going to help you out that much. But if you don't already have Savage Gloves, these would be worth buying. And then everything else this vendor has is pretty trash. At 5th Avenue, we have a pretty damn good M60. It has Talented, Prepared, Deadly. Get rid of Talented, and then it's pretty okay. Prepared isn't that bad. In PvE, Deadly is okay. It's not the best in the world, but it's pretty nice. And then, again, nothing else. It's very good. Alright, at East 31st Street, we have an M870 that's pretty damn good for PvE. Maybe roll off Unforgiving and get Brutal, Predatory, or, I mean, you could get a lot of things. Deadly, Brutal, Responsive. A lot of things would be really good with this. I'd probably go for Responsive, actually. And then Predatory is really nice in PvE, just to keep yourself at full health. And Destructive is good also to do damage to their, to their health bar. It's not great in PvP, but against NPCs, this is a pretty good M870. And to top it off, we also have Resourceful Terrible. We have a performance mod that's high end. So if you don't have normal credits and you have DZ funds, you can get this one. 5.5% first aid self heal. It's better than that other purple one. I am in a DZ fund drought, so I'm not going to buy this. I'm probably going to save up for the other things. But hey, this is pretty good if you don't already have one. Alright, East 42nd Street, we have a pretty good Reckless chest. The armor isn't great on it, but you could roll off the electronics, then it's okay for PvE. Damage release isn't going to help you in PvP at all, but it's not too bad. And then, of course, we have another performance mod with first aid self-heal. Now it's 6%, so if you were going to buy one, this is probably the best out of the three. Or not probably, it is, so definitely get this one. Alright, at East 46th Street, well, what do you know? Another first aid self-heal mod, 5.5%, but on top of that, God Roll Vector, guys. Not perfect, because I'm not the biggest fan of Brutal, but I'm actually probably going to buy this because I don't have that good of a secondary, because I might have to use my AUG right now because my talents on Alpha Bridge aren't good, so I might use it as a secondary with Alpha Bridge. But the crit damage is high, the base damage is high, and then it has Brutal, Deadly, and Adept in the third slot. I don't know which one I would probably roll. It depends on what current talents you have. I'd either roll off Brutal or Adept. I'd probably keep Deadly. That's probably the best out of the three. But it just really depends. But this is a pretty damn nice roll if you don't already have one. So I'd say get this if you're using Alpha Bridge or if you just need a good SMG. The base damage on it isn't that great, but you know, it's not bad. It's a pretty good roll for being a... Alright, so that does it for all the checkpoints. Now we're going to look at all the Dark Zone vendors, so the ones that are inside of it. We got, you know, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. So starting off in DZ6, Reclaimer Mask. That's pretty, wow, it's a pretty nice roll. It just has electronics on it, but you could roll that off. Firecrest chest, it's okay. I hate Firecrest, but is what it is. A pretty decent Striker's backpack. Oh, my game just stuttered really badly. That was weird. Okay. Pretty decent Striker's backpack, 8% crit damage, could roll up that off for some armor. Lone Star knee pads though, these are terrible. Hunter's Faith holster, actually not bad. Armor roll could be higher, but you know, the base stat rolls are pretty nice. And some pretty terrible Deadeye gloves, because Deadeye sucks anyways. And then a Dark Concealed Cache. Alright, moving on. Alright, I just thought I'd leave it in just to show you guys, but at the weapon mod vendor, he has complete and total garbage. I mean, like a stability muzzle, stability grip. It's just nothing good. So that sucks. Alright guys, now we're at the gear mod vendor. I don't know why this person only sells 2 mods, but she has a firearms mod with armor. But the other vendor sells one of these and it's already better than this. I think it has the same firearms roll, it just has like more armor. So I wouldn't recommend getting this. Then a sticky bomb explosion race performance mod. So nothing really that great here. Just go buy that one over there at the other checkpoint. But now we're just gonna go look at the weapons and then the gear and then we're done. Please have an MP5. Please have an MP5. Please have an MP5. Okay. Let's hope something's good. Not a very good pistol. The other vector's better. Not a very good start. That AK isn't very great. Pretty bad SASG. Alright. These have to redeem themselves. Come on. You can do it, RNGesus. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh. No. Oh. Ah. Wow. So out of the possible, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guns, all of them are just god awful. That's very depressing. That's very unfortunate. Alright. We got one more, guys. We got one more. Alright, last vendor, guys. Got a rejuvenated mask. That's okay. It has health and it has electronics, so I probably wouldn't buy this. A robust chest a robust chest if you don't already have a good one. Just could roll for armor. It's a pretty damn nice roll. A resourceful backpack, that's trash. Prosperous knee pads, trash. Covered holster, trash. And decisive gloves, trash. So this was an interesting restock. There were some things that I liked and some things that were pretty good, and the rest of it was pretty much just terrible. So I don't know, kind of mixed feelings, love and hate relationship with RNGesus, but it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe for videos similar to this one if you haven't already. Again, I will probably be making these restock videos every single week, like right when the minute it restocks, I'll be starting to film it and everything. So make sure to subscribe to see those. But anyways, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys, and I'll see you later. Peace.